Hello YouTube, this is Jonathan Antillies 0 and I am playing rFactor on the PC, running the CTTP 2006 Formula 1 mod, which I've modified to work with all cars and tracks. Actually a variation of all cars and tracks mode that I've set up here. Yeah. You can see that right there. There's my custom series, but you don't want to know about that. You're bored with that. You just want to see me drive. That's right. Because what I'm doing here today is I wanted to show you a replay. I took this car right here, the McLaren Mercedes MP4-21, and I drove it around the Nurburgring Nordschleife. And the reason I did this is because I found a guy on YouTube by the username Steve Benway. He does a lot of retro gaming videos and stuff like that, and he's absolutely hilarious. And what he did was he did this thing in Gran Turismo 4 on PS2, was it? I'm sorry, I get confused. I've never owned a PlayStation console. You can bitch at me later. Anyway, he did a lap of the Nurburgring in 7 minutes and 6 seconds and challenged anyone to beat it. Well, obviously this isn't Gran Turismo 4. This is a different game. This is a different car, obviously. Well, he didn't say to use the same car. He said, use any car you want. Let's just go ahead and play the replay. Yeah. But he said, yeah, use any car you want. Well, obviously this isn't Gran Turismo 4. So, you know, I absolutely do not consider myself officially a part of this challenge because, you know, it's so unfair. But still, I just wanted to drive an F1 car round the ring. That's what I wanted to do, and that's why I'm making this video. Because I wanted to do this just because. The car setup itself is mostly stock. I put softer tires on it, a little bit softer. Adjusted tire pressure. Rear tires are about 16.5 psi. Fronts are about, I think, 14 or something ridiculously low like that. Front and rear wings, I didn't adjust those, but to give the car more rear downforce, I did bring the rear ride height up about ½ an inch, so, to give a little more clearance on the mildly rough sections of the track. Increased top speed a little bit. Tweaked the transmission a little bit. Brought 6th and 7th gear ratios up a little bit. Increased final drive a little bit. And yeah, that's about all I did. That's all I did, actually. If there's one thing I really like about this this user-made version of the Nordschleife is the attention to detail. Well, I've never actually been to the Nürburgring, so I can't really say much about detail, but it looks like you know that this would actually be what the real track looks like. I mean, there's just so many textures and so much variation. I mean, it's not like a lot of, you know, Nürburgring tracks that are often made that you see like about the same 20-30 textures and you see like the same 4 or 5 trees. No, you see like these, like, I mean, if you look around, there's even some, like right there on the left there's like shrubbery. There's more shrubbery there, and there's like 20-30 different types of trees, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love this camera angle. That's a wonderful camera. The replay cameras too are just absolutely stunning on this track. It was a lot of hard work put into this. There's the back entrance there on the right, that little access road for those who are familiar with the real track. Yeah, but I've been wanting to drive an F1 car around the ring for quite some time. Wanted to do a decent lap, and I actually wanted to do it in the Renault R26, Fernando Alonso's car, but I've never been able to do it in the Renault. The McLaren just feels right to me, I guess I should say. Well, maybe it doesn't exactly feel right, but the car just, to me, it drives better. And, well, I kind of needed a car that was a little bit more stable, because it's kind of difficult for me to drive in this game, because I use an Xbox 360 gamepad. And, yeah, blah, 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 shut up with your blasphemy, I don't care. I'm having fun, because this is how I play this game. I play with a gamepad. As much as I would love to use a wheel, I don't have a PC wheel that I can use. I just don't have a wheel that I can use. I've got a wireless racing wheel for my Xbox 360. I've got the Microsoft one, which is okay, I guess. I just can't use it with PC, so when I pick up Forza 4, I'm very much looking forward to Forza Motorsport 4. I love that. I love that photographer right there, because I can imagine him having the dumbest grin on his face. See, there's it again with the trees. Wonderful trees. But yes, very much looking forward to Forza Motorsport 4, and at the moment it's been hinted at that there might be Formula 1 cars in that game, so I'm, you know, it was kind of brought up when someone from Turn 10 mentioned their partnership with Pirelli. It was kind of hinted at that there might be some Formula 1 cars. We don't know yet, but that would be very exciting. Yeah. That's a wonderful camera. So yeah, to anyone who's watching, there I go, I'm getting quiet. I've watched a lot of people do video game commentaries, and, you know, they'll get quiet for a moment and they'll say, okay, I should be talking, I should be saying something, and now I'm doing the same thing. I'm full circle, huh? Oh, second carousel. I got really nervous here because I was actually getting so close to doing a second flying lap in a row, and I had to back off a little bit to keep from losing control of the car completely. Here we are coming up to Gantry. Wonderful camera angle. Yeah, see some of those roads over there, like towards the middle of the right of the screen. If you load up this track in rFactor, and if you've got you know, the time, or actually if you've just got the inclination, you can go exploring on those roads. I mean, there's not a whole lot of roads, but they're there and you can go driving on them. But yeah, there's a whole lap of the Nurburgring in my Formula 1 car. We pause it. Apparently in this track the bridge is the start-finish line, but there's my lap time, 5 minutes 48.208 seconds. I wanted to do an even faster lap. I wanted to get it even lower than that. I was kind of aiming for a 5:45 somewhere thereabouts, but you know, that would take a lot more time. So let me load up the entire replay as opposed to just the hot lap that it auto-saved. All 40 minutes of it. And if I load up the entire replay, we'll see what happens when I decide to pull out all the stops and get really careless. Let's fast forward this a little bit. A little more. Okay, so I decided I was just going to drive as fast as I possibly could. Well, the only problem with this is if it goes horribly wrong. And you'll see right here, as soon as I come up to this next curb on the right, I get too close, I hit it, and then I overcorrect right there into the wall and just completely destroy the car. Yeah, way off the track. Let's just rewind that. And let's do another camera angle. Let's do the replay camera. Whoa! Straight into the trees. Wow. It was an absolutely horrendous wreck. And let's do one more for good measure. Let's do, here we go, rear camera. And slow-mo. I love slow-mo. Don't you love slow-mo? Everybody loves slow-mo. If you don't like slow-mo, you may as well leave now, because I freaking love slow-mo. Right up the hillside, into the wall. immediately going into the spin, revealing the beautiful texture on the skid plate. Oh, that's nasty. Right into the tree line. Oh! Tire's digging into the ground hard. Look at that spin. And it's Kimi Raikkonen going for the quintuple axle. Will he land it? No! He's going to land on his ass. The judges will not be pleased with that. And the scores are back. It's a 3.5. Oh, looks like Kimi will have to come back next year. I crack myself up sometimes. Yeah, that was the horrendous crash that resulted from me going too fast. So yeah, that was my wonderful morning at the ring. So anyway, there's my flying lap. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching.